Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from DT Midstream, and let me tell you, it involves a power struggle that's not about electricity but about who gets to call the shots at the company. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. DT Midstream just had their annual meeting and some interesting things went down. The big news is a change to their company rules about special meetings and something about a disagreement on a shareholder proposal. Basically, it's about who has the power to make the company do what they want. So what's a special meeting? Think of it like this. If enough shareholders, the owners of the company, are unhappy with something, they can call a meeting to vote on it. It's like a school having a student council meeting but with way more money involved. Now, the report tells us that on May 6, 2025, the owners of DT Midstream voted to make it easier for them to call these special meetings. Before, it was basically impossible. Now, if owners who have held at least 25% of the company's stock for a year want a meeting, they can request one. This change is a pretty big deal because it gives the owners more say in how the company is run. This change was made because the company changed its rules, also known as the Amended and Restated Certificate of Incorporation, to allow it, which became official May 9, 2025. This is like rewriting the rules of the game so the players have more power. Scroll with the filing of the Certificate of Amendment to the Coffin-OFAX of more power. Scroll with the filing of the Certificate of Amendment to the Coffin Decertificate of Incorporation scroll. Let's get into the details of the annual meeting. First, they voted on who would be on the board of directors, which are the people who manage the company. The people nominated in something called the proxy, basically the list of who the company wanted elected, were all voted in. There were 7 people elected, including Angela Archon, Stephen Baker, and Elaine Pickle. The number of votes each person got is listed, but the important thing is they all got the job, so management got who they wanted in charge. Next, the owners voted to approve PricewaterhouseCoopers LE as the company's accounting firm for 2025. This is like hiring someone to check your math, but for a whole company. The owners overwhelmingly approved with over 89 million votes in favour. Then the owners voted on how much the top executives were paid. This is called executive compensation. The vote was non-binding, meaning the company didn't have to listen, but it's a way for the owners to say if they think the executives are being paid too much or too little. Most people voted in approval of the executives' pay with about 75 million votes in favour. Now, for the interesting part, this stockholder rights proposal we talked about. The owners voted to change the company's rules to allow owners with 25% of the company to call a special meeting. This passed with about 68 million votes, so owners got more power. Finally, there was another proposal to let owners call a special meeting, but this one didn't pass, with only 27 million votes for. Okay, what does all this mean? Well, it looks like the owners of DT Midstream wanted more say in how the company is run. They voted to make it easier to call special meetings, which means they can challenge the company's managers if they don't like what they're doing. The company didn't want these changes as shown by the vote against management. This is like a tug of war between the managers and the owners. And right now, it looks like the owners are pulling a little harder. Now, looking at these events, it seems there are different opinions in the company. Management wanted some people to be in the board of directors, and they succeeded on that goal. On the other hand, shareholders are not happy and demanded more say in how the company is being ran and were able to pass their proposed rule changes. This can mean the company direction could change depending on who has more influence and power. Overall, there is a lot of uncertainty due to the disagreements between management and shareholders. Therefore, there is a lot of uncertainty. Due to the disagreements between management and shareholders, I'm not happy and demanded more say in how the company is being ran and were able to pass their proposed rule changes. This can mean the company direction could change depending on who has more influence and power. Overall, there is a lot of uncertainty due to the disagreements between management and shareholders. Alright, that's our breakdown of DT Midstream's latest filing. What's your take on these events and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.